Hi everyone, and welcome back to Svetlana's Corner. I think you've seen this background before. This is me trying to aim for a little healthier living by going for walks once a day, maybe twice a day. So if there's a bee behind me and you hear me scream, nothing to worry about. That's just all normal. Anyway, it's just me, my phone, and a lot of thoughts that I decided, hey, why not record them? So I'm gonna talk about something that happened yesterday, and it has to do with skin color. I know, controversial topic. You're not supposed to say a lot of things, but I don't have a filter, so I am gonna talk about it. Now, if you are somewhere with a TV, cell phone, anything like that, you know that race, religion, gender, all of that matters these days more than, I don't know, more than it should, because we are all people. But if that is something you haven't noticed, these things seem to be a hot topic. And I have seen just how big it is when somebody, I don't want to say insults, but somebody refuses to be near a person because of their skin color. So if you want to hear my story of yesterday, let's go into the video.
I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
All right, so this got me heated, and not just from the walk, and that squirrel agrees. The squirrel behind me, she is very heated about the story. Maybe that's me being crazy, but anyway. So I'm not gonna go into details where it was or who it was, mostly because I'm not sure who it was, and I don't really want to put somebody's information out here. But basically, it was in a public place. There is mental health unit around and everything else, but they're people, and it is Connecticut, and it is September in Connecticut, and it is a hot September in Connecticut. So there's a woman that fainted. This was a white woman that fainted. And yes, I can say white because, I mean, come on, have you seen me? I got no makeup on, so yeah, we know I'm white. Anyway, when she fainted, there are obviously people that have offered help, and they're professionals. They know what to do. They were giving her drinks and everything else. And a lot of bystanders, like myself. So there was one bystander that also ran up, and she was a person of color. She was a black person, I'm gonna say that. She was an African American person. There you go, I'll be politically correct. But anyway, she offered her help, and she was really snapped at, saying her help's not needed, and there was an N-word used very quietly, but it was there. Now the another person that ran up and also offered help, right at the same time, they said, yeah, can you grab water, can you grab an ice pack, whichever. So they wanted the help from a white person. They didn't want that help from the black person, and they didn't want the person of color to be touching a white person. Yeah. Now, let me say that again, because even when I say it, it sounds a little bit like 1800s. The person of color wasn't wanted to touch somebody who is white. Because what? I mean, we live in 2025. Shouldn't we do better than that by now? I always thought that the world would get better with time, and it seems like it is not. The race seems to matter more than it ever has. Your gender seems to matter more than it ever has. Your religion seems to matter more than it ever has. It's insane to me. I'm gonna say, how many people in the last week have reached out and asked me, Hey, what do you think of the Charlie Kirk thing? And I actually didn't want to make any videos about Charlie Kirk. There's been enough videos made on Charlie Kirk in the last while. The Charlie Kirk thing's been overdone. It does not need my opinion, and I just don't want to talk about it. Ironically, the same day that Charlie Kirk situation happened, there was also a black male in the South that was hung. That was not on the news. Nobody talked about it. It wasn't news enough. The flags have been lowered to half-mast for Charlie Kirk's passing. They were not lowered for other people that passed. They were definitely not lowered for that person in the South that passed due to his skin color. And you know what? It doesn't matter the skin color to me. If you're going to lower the flags for one person, lower them for all. If you're going to lower them for one gender, lower them for all. If you're going to lower them for one religion, lower them for all. It just seemed like this was wrong to me. And this is not about Charlie Kirk. Like I said, I wasn't going to make a video about him. I'm just saying we need to treat people like they're people. The passing of one doesn't make the passing of someone else any less or more. And that's what really bothered me about that situation, is that it's 2025. We're still not wanting to be touched by people that are different race, different religion, different gender, different whatever, hair color than we are. And what is wrong with people? Like, what is wrong with our society to do that? We're raising kids that are watching us. Did anybody hear the squirrel shut up? Because, yeah, I start talking, so either it doesn't like me talking or it doesn't like the story. But anyway, that event was actually, it really got me heated up yesterday. I couldn't talk about it yesterday for a bit. I did talk to my husband about it late in the evening. For those of you who don't know it, my husband is a black man. Now, let me go politically correct. He's a man of color. He's a person of color. He's actually biracial. He's half black, half Italian. Let's be exactly correct. Does it actually matter? In his words, he will say, people who don't like me can kiss my light-skinned black. Hey, he's told me a lot of stories where his skin color mattered. For example, when he was young, he was driving, he's been pulled out of the car, slammed face down for no reason. I don't know if I mentioned this on my channel, but I've had some visits with him where I was asked by the guards, why are you seeing that and the N-word? And I'm the one who's shocked. He's not, because he says he's used to it. We're in 2025. This is not okay to be used to it. We should be mad about it. We should be venting about it. We should be teaching our kids that people are people. So to whoever didn't want a person of color touching them, shame on them. I hope they see that video actually. They probably won't because they don't know me. But maybe somebody who does will see it. And maybe it sparks a little bit of thinking or outrage. I have kids. I can't say they don't see color. Obviously, they're not colorblind. So they see green and black and whichever. But we love people for people. We hate people for people. There's a lot of people I love. There's a lot of people I hate. They are for a different reason. Okay, there's not a lot of people I hate. Anyway, but there's a lot of people I don't like. But any racism, anything that ends with an ism, I hate. I really hate. So my brain's not functioning right now. So we'll go with the word ism. it just 2025, these events should not be happening. And yeah, I'm not sure how to process that. And I think that there's got to be a way to change things, because our society doesn't seem to be changing, at least not for the better. And I want to share the story with all of you. I hope you listen to it. I don't know whether it was entertaining, whether it got some thinking out there. Maybe somebody has been through a similar situation, seen a similar situation. So maybe I'm not the only one that's going to stand up and say this is not okay. Because if we have more people than stand up and say it's not okay, then there's a slim chance that things will change for the better. Anyway, that's my vent for the day. Race shouldn't be how we decide whether we like people or not. Gender shouldn't be. Religion shouldn't be. All of these things shouldn't be. We should see people for people. And I'm gonna leave with that, because I can keep going for a while. This is something that's something I'm very passionate about, and it's, like I said, very personal to me. But I hope you're enjoying your day, your evening, your weekend, your weekday, whatever that is. Go outside, get some fresh air, drink water, stay healthy, and make some change in this world. If you have kids, teach them right. Teach them to love people. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.